Sports on the Bayou is brought to you by our naming sponsors, Alford and Associates, protecting your business, benefiting your employees. St. Martin and Bork, attorneys at law, know your rights. And Rouse's Markets, the official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints. On today's show, we'll talk plenty of sports, Saints, LSU, Nichols, and high school with a live audience full of energy. Other participating corporate sponsors include Terrebonne General Community Sports Institute, Gen Gators Power Systems, South Louisiana Bank, Quality Rental Tools, Barca Honda, and by Louisiana and Beyond, a new series brought to you by Edison Schwest Offshore. Now from the Eugene J. False and Lorraine False studios in Houma, Louisiana, here's the freaks of football, Bobby, Rich, Mike, Martin, Harry, Stan, and Chuck. It's time for Sports on the Bayou.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another version of Sports on the Bayou. Mike Detillier along with the Cajun Cannon, Bobby Hebert, Rich Marty. Hey, had a lot of things happen since the last time we've been on. We're talking about it right here on Sports on the Bayou right after this break.
Sports on the Bayou is brought to you by Rouse's Markets, official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints. Alford and Associates, protecting your business, benefiting your employees. And St. Martin and Bork, attorneys at law, know your rights. When we come back, who's in the crowd?
Rouse's Markets is voted best grocery store in New Orleans, best grocery store in Baton Rouge, Mississippi, Gulf Coast, Thibodaux, Houma, Hammond, Lake Charles, Mobile, year after year. Thank you for choosing us best grocery store on the Gulf Coast. Number one. Thank you.
Thank you.
The number one grocery store
In Mississippi, Alabama,
Louisiana. 1 million customers a week can't be wrong. Welcome to Rouse's.
Every day, thousands of people hit the road heading towards their dreams. But sometimes those dreams collide with a harsh reality. Auto accidents with 18-wheelers can change lives in an instant. That's why you need the experience and expertise of St. Martin and Bork. With over 50 years of experience, St. Martin and Bork have fought for justice for the victims of truck accidents.
If you've been in a wreck with an 18-wheeler, know your rights.
Call St. Martin and Bork today to schedule your free consultation.
Selecting an insurance provider for your business is a big decision.
With over 26 years of experience, our Alford team is your solution for quality and proven coverage.
The customer service you remember from years ago is what we pride our team on.
We know how important your company is to the community.
From small businesses to large businesses, Alford & Associates can manage your insurance. It's our job.
Alford & Associates, benefiting your employees and protecting your business.
Sports on the Bayou is also brought to you by our corporate sponsors, Terrebonne General Community Sports Institute, Gen Gators Power Systems, South Louisiana Bank, Quality Rental Tools, Barker Honda, Edison Schwest Offshore. Now, back to Sports on the Bayou.
Back here on Sports on the Bayou. Martin, I'll throw it to you. Listen, I got to tell you, guess. We saw your big brother the other day. He's on the sidelines at UCLA. Rick Neuheisel's son. I told Bobby we're doing a remote. Look, he could pass for his brother.
Well, Ian can, and so can the South of Foods quarterback that we'll get to.
No, they close. But man, take a look at
it. Looked like surface.
At Rick Neuheisel's son, who's the coordinator at UCLA now. You could definitely be your older brother.
Ian, like the high school version of Jackson Dart.
That's it. That's it.
Well, Ian's been dying.
He's coming after you. He's on the verge of breaking your record pretty soon.
That's right. We're going to get to that in a little bit. And he's smiling while he's about to do it. So Ian Wallace is with Louisiana Cajun Bayou. He's been dying to get up here and announce the crowd.
All right.
Especially
Give
when
it
he
to
saw,
me.
when he
It's an
saw
honor.
Tony Alford made it to the show, he said, I have
Yeah,
to
you
do
gotta
this
do it
today.
now.
So are you ready to go?
I'm
wait,
ready. I'm excited.
Wait. Your hair is perfect. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
All right. In the crowd today, we have Alford and Associates.
Yeah, one of our naming sponsors, Priscilla and Tony in the gang.
We've got the law office of St. Martin and Bork.
All right. Keith needs a little help legally, so he's sitting with them today.
At table 3, Rouse's Markets.
Rouse's. Rouse's eating Rouse's food. I love that. Good deal.
Terrebonne General Community Sports Institute.
Stan got a big table here with a lot of gas. We ain't gonna steal his thunder.
Jen Gators Power Systems.
All right. How y'all doing, Jen Gators? Good to see y'all.
Edison Schwest Offshore.
All right. When y'all bringing Mr. Gary to the show? Next week?
That's right.
All right. Here we go.
Table 7, Barker Honda.
Look at Lester. Lester got the who's who. He's got Marlon Harewood in the crowd. Raise your hand, Marlon. He played for, let's see, he was the top scorer for West Ham. Over his career, he played in 633 games. He scored 153 goals, Bobby.
Whoa.
And you know what's the most important part about Marlon? His son's the punter at Nicholls State University.
Oh.
All right. And we got a lot of coaches, and Harry's going to have some of these table as his guests. All right. Didn't mean to interrupt you.
No.
All right.
We got South Louisiana Bank.
All right, Cal. Dawn, you got your gang over there? Good deal.
Quality Rental Tools.
Look at Jack and his table over there. Yes, indeed. Well, it's amazing the excitement that firing Brian Kelly brings to a community. All right.
Yeah, we got rid of the carpetbagger.
GIS Engineering.
Oh, look at Terry. Speaking of carpetbaggers, Terry, who you got with you today? All right. Yeah, you got a good crew. All right.
We got our crew in the back, Louisiana's Cajun Bayou Tourism in Lafourche Parish.
All right. Hey.
Cardiovascular Institute of the South.
There's Jason taking care of business back there.
And HTV guests.
We got Harry and Lonnie back there. All right.
Table 12, Terrebonne Parish Consolidated Government.
Look at Coco Bro. Hey, Bobby, it's John's birthday. John, raise your hand. John's waiting. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, no.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. What did you say
John.
his name was? John. Happy birthday to you.
All right, John, hey. Lucky he was at the next table. We got the police chief filling in and his parents. Yeah. Hey, Chief, how you doing? Travis Terry and his family, his mom and dad. Good to see you take them out to lunch. I like that. It's a good deal. All right, next up.
South Central Louisiana Human Services Authority.
All right, we're going to keep shifting that camera over one. There we go. There they are. That's a good group there. And then you got the retired coaches behind them, huh?
Yep.
Look at Mr. Donnie and Coach Albert. Raise your hand back there. 2 legends back there. Right by the curtains. All right.
Terrebonne Parish School District.
Look at Bubba, the superintendent in the house. And here, I know he's going to enjoy Stan's group today. Same school, Bob. Hey, we're not there yet. All right.
And the Falls family.
Yay! All right, the Falls family. All right, there you have it. So as we go to a break, everybody knows by now what happened to Brian Kelly.
Fire.
Let's roll into the break.
He's playing golf.
There you go. Look, we had to add a few fans in there because we all know the fans had left early, so there you have it. All right, we'll be right back.
We'll be back.
It's amazing.
When we come back, Saints Talk. You won't want to miss this.
Every day, thousands of people hit the road heading towards their dreams. But sometimes those dreams collide with a harsh reality. Auto accidents with 18-wheelers can change lives in an instant. That's why you need the experience and expertise of St. Martin & Bork. With over 50 years of experience, St. Martin & Bork have fought for justice for the victims of truck accidents.
If you've been in a wreck with an 18-wheeler, know your rights.
Call St. Martin & Bork today to schedule your free consultation.
And as you can see behind me, the fury now is starting to happen. The wind's now probably a steady 30 miles per hour, and you'll get gusts from 40 to 45 miles per hour. Of course, that's probably the outer winds of the storm. And if this is the outer winds of the storm, believe me, I don't want to experience the fury of 140 mile per hour wind.
Don't go to sleep on this tonight and think you're going to wake up and it may be a 1 or it may be gone. Think of it as a 3 or a 4.
Now let's track this hurricane because all indications are it's coming right for Terrebonne and Lafourche.
Sports on the Bayou is brought to you by St. Martin & Bork Attorneys at Law. Know your rights. Alford and Associates, protecting your business, benefiting your employees. And by Rouse's Markets, official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints. Now, back to Sports on the Bayou.
Back here on Sports on the Bayou, guys, we've seen this rerun already. Bucks 23-3 over the Saints. To be honest with you, the game really wasn't even that close. I give the Saints defense a lot of credit. They did everything they could to stay in this game, but come on, you can't turn the football over 4 times. All these pre-snap penalties. Come on, you got to get lined up. And it's not the rookies making the mistakes. It's the veterans doing it.
No, you're moving the football. You can't turn it over. That Spencer Rattler didn't turn it over until the last 2 games.
Yeah, they're going backwards. And really, to be honest, Baker Mayfield, he didn't really play that.
No, he did not. He did not.
The Saints defense played well enough to win.
This is an awesome goal line stance. Like for a number of snaps,
they almost did it twice.
Was so arrogant. They weren't doing no play action. They were just going to try and smash on the mountain. The Saints stepped up. The defense played well.
This is when you find out how the NFL is. You try to throw a pass over this 6'7" guy. Come on, you don't play against that every week when even in the SEC, you don't do it. And he was able to get the interception. Now, they got jobbed on this play. Because I'll be honest, I listening to it, I never heard no damn whistle. That's a fumble, and Winfield brings it back.
It should have been 14-0 without Tampa Bay's offense even scored.
Yes,
2 defensive touchdowns.
Then Chase Young, man, you got to give it to him. Chase Young, maybe his best game ever with the Saints.
At the beginning of the season, like Chase Young was unbelievable in training camp. That's how he was playing every day in practice. No, Chase Young, if he's available, he's hell when he's well. I'm telling you, that we need him to. He's awesome if he's healthy and playing.
And then Blake Grupe comes in, kick a field goal. It's 7-3 at halftime, and you were like,
that wasn't because of
how
offense.
did that happen?
We got the 3 points because of Chase Young.
Because of Young and the turnover.
The sack, fumble, and then recovered it.
Then DeMario gets caught out of position here with Cade Otton in for the score, but they rule it at the 1. And this is on a 4th down play, second effort to get in, or the Saints would have had back-to-back.
It was like
goal
9
line
plays.
stands.
It was unbelievable goal line stands. At least we got to cheer for something.
14-3, and then they come in. Well, McLaughlin, who I didn't think was much of a kicker. Boy, he was good.
Steady-headed.
He was really good in this game.
50 yards, 3 over 50.
And then they pull the plug on Rattler, and Tyler Shuck throws it out there. Come on, catch it, Chris Olave.
Announced, I think, early this morning, whatever, that Tyler Shuck will be the quarterback against the Rams, and he'll get humbled.
Real quick. But then again, a long field goal by McLaughlin. Again, Shuck throws this out in the flat. And he hit a few passes, but boy, he had one that was wide open. Yeah. That would have been a score. He couldn't connect on it. Then the incomplete
How about we catch
pass.
the ball?
Come on, Juwan.
How many times we said it every week? How about we catch the ball and we don't fumble? Or,
But McLaughlin again, and all these are not 40-yard field goals he's hitting. Man, these are all beyond 50 plus. And then Tyler throws it out in the flat.
Tyler Shuck looks the part, though. You know what I mean? Look, he's a big dude. Spencer is little, but the Tyler Shuck, that's what he has going for him. He looks the part in the NFL. Now you got to go out there and do it.
And Bob brought it up, but basically it was announced this morning. Tyler Shuck will be the starting quarterback against the Rams. Good ruck, as I would say. Because, man, the Rams have spanked your butt 3 straight times when you've played them. Matt Stafford is at another level. You didn't get to see him when they went to L.A. Matt Stafford, he didn't even show up for the practice.
Hey, listen, I was out in Irvine when the Saints practiced against the Rams. But talk about Hollywood. Puka Nacua, okay, he's like, he's coming back from an injury. He's leading all, like, the receivers right now, receptions and everything. And he did one, like, tight end screen about 12 yards. And then just in the middle of practice, he just walked to the sidelines and started talking to some movie stars. And all. He wasn't even, like, watching practice. And then Matthew Stafford wasn't even at practice. He's dealing with his back. And they have Jimmy G. You remember Jimmy G, who's dating the porn star and all that? So good-looking guy. But you got Jimmy G and you had Stetson Bennett, the awesome quarterback in Georgia. Yeah. But our defense was hanging with him. I'm telling you, I said, now if they were playing quarterback, we could beat the Rams. I said, Matthew Stafford's not there. But our offense against their defense, I'm telling you, we couldn't have got 2 first downs in a row. The Alvin Kamara was getting hit in the backfield. They had one good play. We ran a drag route with Rashid, and he ran about 6 yards. Other than that, it was like nothing. And Mickey Loomis, as I practiced, he was so ticked off. And me and Deuce and I was talking like, man, our offensive line's supposed to be our strength. Well, we can't run block. What are we supposed to do?
Okay, tell me about Davante Adams.
And now we're getting to play the Rams in L.A. And Davante Adams, okay, we all excited about Kool-Aid, right? Kool-Aid was trying to guard Davante Adams, another weapon. I was like, boy, they better give Kool-Aid some help. Because when it was one-on-one, and this is the backup quarterbacks, he was winning all the time. So I don't know. And you don't think Vegas knows what I know? Look at the point spread, 13 and a half point favorite. That's like 30 points in college football. 13 and a half. So, no, that would be a monumental upset if we beat the Rams, I would say, in L.A.
I had to put my glasses on last night. I walk into the Silver Slipper. Man, I'm looking up on the board, and I thought I saw 13 and a half. I put my glasses on, and the lady was, Mr. Mike, you want me to read it? I said, no, I done read it already. 13 and a half for the Saints, that they underdogs. She was like, so not many people betting on the Saints.
What do you do with Shuck coming into this? I mean, the offensive line is not going to do any much better.
Kind of talk to it from a quarterback standpoint, being in that spot.
Man, you can't listen to what everybody else is saying, like, buttholes like me and all that. You got to just fight. You got to go there and do your job. You're a pro. And just go play and compete. You just got to go fight and compete, and don't worry about the future, what's going to happen now, and lead the team, and just try and win. I don't know what's going to happen, but you have to lead the team. Now, what's crazy is the Jets finally won. So, if they would have the draft today, the Saints would have the #1 overall first pick. We have not had that since, remember when the Saints went 1-15? And they drafted George Rogers.
He wants to bring it up every time they show 1-15. That was on that team. I was having such a great day until the show.
But that was the last time we had the first overall pick was George Rogers. I tell you what, he was legit. Because, and Mike, he ran for over 1,600 yards as a rookie.
The only guy is who you passed on.
Let me tell you, I got to tell you a story when we get back about George.
We'll be back with more sports on the Bayou.
Don't go away. Harry McCulloch talks Nicholls State and also a feature of the week.
Selecting an insurance provider for your business is a big decision.
With over 26 years of experience, our offered team is your solution for quality and proven coverage.
The customer service you remember from years ago is what we pride our team on.
We know how important your company is to the community.
From small businesses to large businesses, Alford & Associates can manage your insurance. It's our job.
Alford & Associates, benefiting your employees and protecting your business.
Rouse's Markets is voted best grocery store in New Orleans, best grocery store in Baton Rouge, Mississippi, Gulf Coast, Thibodeau, Houma, Hammond, Lake Charles, Mobile, year after year. Thank you for choosing us best grocery store on the Gulf Coast. Number one.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The number one grocery store
In Mississippi, Alabama,
Louisiana. 1 million customers a week can't be wrong. Welcome to Rouse's.
Every day, thousands of people hit the road heading towards their dreams. But sometimes those dreams collide with a harsh reality. Auto accidents with 18-wheelers can change lives in an instant. That's why you need the experience and expertise of St. Martin & Bork. With over 50 years of experience, St. Martin & Bork have fought for justice for the victims of truck accidents.
If you've been in a wreck with an 18-wheeler, know your rights.
Call St. Martin & Bork today to schedule your free consultation.
Sports on the Bayou is brought to you by Alford and Associates, protecting your business, benefiting your employees. Rouse's Markets, official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints. And St. Martin & Bork Attorneys at Law. Know your rights. Now, back to more Sports on the Bayou.
Back here on Sports on the Bayou. H, I'm going to throw it to you. Got a special guest.
We
today,
do. We're going to talk a little bit about football first, but yeah, this is Coach Payne. He's the Nichols women's basketball coach. Y'all start.
Coach Payne, you going to coach football now? You say we took a little football. I know you can coach basketball.
Basketball's here. Next Monday, he's going to start. We'll talk about that for a second. But let's start with Nichols snapping a 6-game losing streak as they took on McNeese. This is the 5th straight time they beat McNeese. That's Ian Rodriguez getting his first start. He's up the middle. He scores it. He had 77 yards.
Hey, he's related to me and Coach Rod.
Heck,
how about that? From
all of Rodriguez.
How about that?
or related. But boy, back comes the Cowboys, so they get on the board. They get a touchdown there, but the rest of the way, it would be Nichols State as they scored 21 unanswered points in the second half. Here's a strong pass, picked off, going the other way. It's Ty Marsh. He's not going 25, not 35, but 45 yards.
Come on, Ty, get in there.
For the touchdown, and it really kind of turned it. It was 17-7 at that point. A little while later, it's Shane Lee. He's up the middle. Kind of tush-push.
Okay, this is a Guggenheim call. I'll guarantee you he got something to do with it.
And then a little later, it's it's Rodriguez going to throw it out to Kazan Johnson. He goes the distance, and they win it by the score 31-7. So good job by the Colonels. They're 2-2 now in the league. They're 2-6. Like I said, snapped a 6-game losing streak. So good to be back home. This is Justin Payne, Opelousas native. Man, thanks for coming in.
No, thank y'all for having me.
Now at Thibodeau.
Yes.
Yeah, we got you here now.
Yes.
3rd season as the head coach of the women's basketball team. Last year, you picked up 17 wins, which is a very high level if you know the history of this game.
Third most in program's history. So we tied 3rd most for programs in the history of wins. So we're excited, man. It's just in 2 years. So
yeah,
I'm looking forward to year 3.
So yeah, we got Halloween coming up on Friday, opening day on Monday. So you're getting ready to go now, and tell me about this season. I know beforehand we were talking. He said it's got to be injuries. We got to stay free of injuries, and we got a pretty good chance this year.
Yeah. I mean, last year we were 15-6 before our injuries, before we lost our 2 best players. We had a great recruiting class. Shout out to my staff. We got some really, really good players right now, man. We're going to be fun to watch. We're going to be fun to watch. We could just stay healthy. It's going to be some fun nights in Stoughton.
Come on, Coach Jay. You got to take a little credit. Man, you're a big part of that recruiting.
Yeah.
I know you got some people that recruit for you, but I know you're a big part of being in that recruiting process.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to bring the energy, but my staff, they really do a great job going out there and heat-seeking the talent in the state and around our region to be able to bring them into Nichols.
Yeah, now he's a former player, point guard for the Nichols basketball team, like I said, came out of Opelousas. And what does that help you by being a former player and kind of knowing the area, knowing Louisiana, and that's got to help out a lot?
Yeah, I'm a former colonel, so, being a former player and a former colonel and being able to show them the ropes around and just the game, little nuances of the game, being able to be there for them. I was not too long ago a player, so we try to make sure that they stay mentally stable right now, because mental health is a big thing right now. So we try to make sure our players are all good mentally.
And you were on Doobie Plays on some staff, so y'all had some success back then.
Absolutely.
But then you go ahead and schedule UTEMP, Florida State, UL Lafayette, all in the preseason. So tell me about how you got to get through that first couple of weeks.
Yeah, we just wanted to make sure we have a tough non-conference so that we can be ready for conference.
Yeah. And you think this might be you?
This will be it. This will help us get ready for sure.
All right. Well, Coach, best of luck to you.
Thank you so much.
Jay.
Hey, shout out to my flag football team. It's my first year coaching. We're undefeated by you Blitz.
Oh, how about that?
Yeah.
Hey, Mike, you might get your job that way, too.
All right. We'll be right back with more Sports on the Bayou after this.
Right after the break, it's LSU time. Stick around. It's getting good.
Gen Gators Power Systems is the area's leading Kohler standby generator solution, specializing in maintenance, repair, and installation on all major brands, from gas to diesel and 2kW to 2000. Home or commercial, our team has you covered. Our factory-certified technicians and installers are highly trained to provide response and repair when you need it the most. We service what we sell, period. Trust the Gen Gators, where we sink our teeth in the service.
No one plans for heart disease. Do you know your risk? High cholesterol, diabetes, smoking, high blood pressure, lack of exercise, obesity. Heart disease could be affecting you, and left untreated can lead to stroke or worse. At Cardiovascular Institute of the South, we believe in prevention and early detection. Our world-renowned cardiologists work with you to reduce your risk before an emergency strikes. Protect your heart. Know your risk. No one plans for heart disease, but we do.
Sports on the Bayou is brought to you by Rouse's Markets, official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints. Alford & Associates, protecting your business, benefiting your employees. And St. Martin & Bourke Attorneys at Law. Know your rights. Now, back with more Sports on the Bayou.
Back here on Sports on the Bayou, guys, it was the final nail in the coffin for Brian Kelly. Texas A&M 49, LSU 25. And to be honest with you, that 49, they could have scored 60 points if they'd have wanted to.
It was only the half, though. The first half they played.
That first
great.
half, LSU played decent, you know.
And you're right. I mean, Texas A&M in the second half just.
But then you got to figure out a way to stop this guy, Marcel Reed. He was again tremendous, back-to-back years, making big plays, not only throwing the football with his feet.
They've never figured out how to slow down a mobile quarterback. Nope. Look at the Diago, Marcel Reed. He went. How about that? We played Alabama. We never start. Look, if you look at Diego and Marcel, they combined to rush for 207 yards and 4 touchdowns. What? Come on.
That's a lot of yardage. That's a lot, and you spent $19 million on the defense. Yow! And then the block punt here, man, gives you an opportunity. Now it's 14-9. And
that might be the best special teams play under Coach Kelly in his tenure, because we sucked on special teams with him.
And then Marcel Reed, Bob, you've been in this spot, didn't see the safety, comes up with the interception.
Yeah, that was the strategy. You have to, you think you know the coverage, but then that's a good safety that will know how to play the ball like that.
And all of a sudden now, LSU's not only back in the game, they're winning the football game at this spot.
No, when you talk about a tale of two halves, and
then again, another big turnover here for LSU.
Well,
the defense really
the game we're watching the weekend. Look at the second halves of the LSU and the Saints game. And then, we're winning at halftime at LSU. The Saints are only behind 7-3. But then we get waxed in both games.
So someone forget to tell them it's 60 minutes.
Yeah, 4 quarters.
All right, now it's 19-14. You say, man, this is a lot closer game than what we maybe thought. But that didn't last long. Marcel Reed in for the touchdown.
See ya.
Boy, you know who's giving up the ghost? And Harold Perkins. The last 2 games he's played terrible. Now, I don't know if he's checked out.
I'd have to check his heart.
Yeah, if he's checked out, whatever.
But this was the backbreaker, the punt return. And boy, did Coach Kelly give that special team coach the business on this. Brings it all the way back.
Should be in the special teams meetings instead of going to play golf.
Yeah, something like that.
You don't have that option anymore.
Well, now you can play golf full time now. And again, out in the flat, nobody's touching him. Goes in for the score. So now, what it is, 35-18. And again, they could name the score, and then they put in the big man, comes in for the score, 42-18.
Man, didn't it look how, I know a number of alumni from LSU, the guys that have played, man, we're soft. Didn't it look like we were soft against A&M? Like have no heart and giving up the ghost. Against the Aggies? Come on, that can't happen in Tiger Stadium.
Then by this time, the stadium is about empty, and it's 49-18, and Texas A&M sort of took over the LSU section. They bring in Van Buren, and he gets in a cheap score late. But it was all said and done by this time. That's a hell of a catch, though.
Oh, yeah.
That's a hell of a catch by Kyle Parker. And this is the last walk for Brian Kelly at LSU as the head coach. And, you know, we talk about Nicholls State stuff. The interim head coach is a former Nicholls State player, Frank Wilson. Went to Nicholls State, and now he's the interim head coach to finish it out.
Yeah,
the big story from now until probably the second week in December will be the head coaching search.
St. Aug, Mike, I remember Coach O hiring him.
He was at Ole Miss, and then he went to Tennessee with Kiffin.
Yeah. And then, had opportunity, Texas, San Antonio, and McNeese. Basically a 500 coach, but he can recruit and running back. So that'll be interesting. Now, I wonder who's calling plays. Have they made that decision yet?
Yeah, it's going to be Alex Atkins, who did that at Florida State.
Yeah, right.
And so Atkins will be the play caller. He'll be helped. Now, the quarterback's coach is a guy we've all heard of, Tim Rattay. He was an All-American at Louisiana Tech, played in the NFL. It's kind of bounced. The last 5 years, he was at Oklahoma State. And then Gundy was told, you got to get rid of him. And so he left.
So, as an LSU fan, you just want to see the team play with heart and passion. You don't want to see a team, what you saw that second half against A&M, where they're giving up. And you never want to see no damn Aggies taking over Tiger Stadium.
They did, man.
What? I was like, that's embarrassing. You can lose, and everybody wants to win, but you don't want to be embarrassed. When you get embarrassed, and that's like, well, the team I'm supporting, or what about me? That's a reflection of me. Then you get pissed off. That's what you got to watch. Your team has to play hard no matter what the outcome. It's when you're going through the motions, Rich, you know that, and you're not winning, then.
And now you got the governor of the state heavily involved. Man, you had no chance.
But the governor of Louisiana has been involved in the past.
Oh, that's always there.
Huey Long, McKithen, and all that. No, they've been involved.
Bobby Jindal telling Joe Oliva, you can't fire Les Miles. They put him on the shoulders off of the field, and he had been told you can't fire him. He's back for another year. Okay. But that's Louisiana politics.
To show you, starting at Huey Long, how LSU football was such a priority, and how the Tiger band, who doesn't love LSU's band, how it gets you goosebumps and you all fired up, you get the free songs, And then they have this old video or something of Huey Long, like an orchestra, like leading the band like this on the field, so fired up to be a part of the pageantry and of what LSU football is.
Huey Long,
way back, it's almost 100 years.
Huey Long made the comment, if I wouldn't want to be senator so bad, I'd be the head coach at LSU. Now figure, he was the governor, now he wants to be the head coach at LSU. But boy, we in for a wild offseason with LSU, and how that'll be handled. Who makes the call on the next head coach? Do you think it's going to be Scott Woodward?
Well, why around the nation they say why Louisiana people are not holding Scott Woodward more accountable? Why are we giving him a pass? Yeah. No, that was his guy. Coach O was not his guy, and we're dealing with COVID.
Will Wade wasn't his guy.
Will Wade, so they get rid of him. So no, we need to hold Scott Woodward's feet to the fire. We're like giving him a pass. From a national perspective, people are saying like, okay, you got rid of coach. Well, who hired him? Well, his ass got to go too. It's just tough love. It's just the way it is. I mean, come on.
We'll be back with more sports on the Bayou.
Coming up, Chuck Bork or his sit-in will be here for What's Up, Chuck?
Every day, thousands of people hit the road heading towards their dreams. But sometimes those dreams collide with a harsh reality. Auto accidents with 18-wheelers can change lives in an instant. That's why you need the experience and expertise of St. Martin & Bork. With over 50 years of experience, St. Martin & Bork have fought for justice for the victims of truck accidents.
If you've been in a wreck with an 18-wheeler, know your rights.
Call St. Martin & Bork today to schedule your free consultation.
Selecting an insurance provider for your business is a big decision.
With over 26 years of experience, our Alford team is your solution for quality and proven coverage.
The customer service you remember from years ago is what we pride our team on.
We know how important your company is to the community.
From small businesses to large businesses, Alford & Associates can manage your insurance. It's our job.
Alford & Associates, benefiting your employees and protecting your business.
Rouse's Markets is voted best grocery store in New Orleans, best grocery store in Baton Rouge, Mississippi, Gulf Coast, Thibodeau, Houma, Hammond, Lake Charles, Mobile, year after year. Thank you for choosing us best grocery store on the Gulf Coast. Number one.
Thank you. Thank you.
The number one grocery store
In Mississippi, Alabama,
Louisiana. 1 million customers a week can't be wrong. Welcome to Rouse's.
Sports on the Bayou is also brought to you by our corporate sponsors. Terrebonne General Community Sports Institute, Gen Gators Power Systems, South Louisiana Bank, Quality Rental Tools, Barker Honda, Edison Schwest Offshore. Now, back to Sports on the Bayou.
We're back here on Sports on the Bayou. It's our What's Up Chuck segment, but Chuck's always busy. Martin, I'll throw it to you. I know that guy.
Yeah, Coach Rod, he's going to ask y'all a question. But before he asks y'all a question, I'm going to ask him one, because he's been pretty tight with all these coaches over the years. How much would you go coach at LSU for a year?
Look like the going rate is $10 million, so why should I back off the $10 million?
Hey, Rod, you can buy a lot in Chuck bait for $10 million. Huh?
Man, you really own a lot of crawfish.
Knowing you go for $100,000.
I would. My wife would love it.
You might pay them to go coach LSU.
I would.
Hey,
Coach
Coach
Rod.
I would coach
Martin, we were talking about this. Now watch, I think, the Texas Tech formula. How many of y'all, unless you truly follow college football, who's the head coach at Texas Tech? And now, if you know,
they know more the big donor Cody Campbell than they know the head coach McGraw.
Right, the head coach. Now, the head coach at Texas Tech was a top-notch high school Texas football coach. But look at the future. You know, if you have to choose, because it ain't changed, you can't put the genie back in the bottle, because you're going to have to pay the players. So when you want maybe an upcoming coach who can keep all these all-stars together.
Like Summerall.
Summerall, yeah. You can get a better deal and you get Summerall or whatever. Now, he might parlay that if he wins to a bigger payday. But you're going to have to pay the players. So that ain't going away. So I think a lot of fans just say, well, we need a good coach and all that, but look at Texas Tech's formula. Look at the Indiana coach. He came from James Madison, not Dolly Madison. James Madison. Look where Indiana's at. I don't know. They might end up have a chance to win the national championship. Who would ever say that Texas Tech and the Indiana Hoosiers in the hunt for the national championship? The game has changed. It's the players. Yeah. Look at the quarterback, Mendoza, because I'm counting out Indiana. You look at the whole roster. Texas Tech, I said this earlier, you never talked about Texas Tech's defense. Look how good they are. So
every starter is a transfer portal guy at Texas Tech on defense.
Well, whoever they get has to fit the culture for sure. But look,
I think that's
Coach has a good question for you, and he told me before, this is an excellent question.
All right, now, there's more than one factor why head coaches got to get let go. Butts in the seat, winning record and all that. Now, Tommy Moffitt had been at LSU for a number of years as the strength and conditioning coach. And I coached a player at St. James, Corey Webster. he could always go back. Tommy was the glue that kept all the pro guys and all the guys would come back. Corey had his own locker in the new facility that he could go work out. How much of a factor do you all think that Tommy not being there as the strength and conditioning coach at LSU?
Well, a monumental factor. That's Coach Kelly's fault. You know,
you didn't even talk to him.
Tommy Moffitt's not my guy. Tommy Moffitt bled purple and gold. He didn't want to go to Texas A&M, but boy, you scoring him. Now it's on.
Did you watch him on the sideline?
He loved that A&M kicked LSU's behind, and you know what? He's looking at, I'm on the winning team. I'm
Bob,
on LSU.
talk about it from T-Bob's standpoint, because he was there when Tommy was the strength and conditioning coach, and how much he thought of Tommy Moffitt.
They would bow down to Tommy. You don't know how many times he could push the right buttons to get him to work out, to get stronger, to get in shape. Tough love. You might be throwing up, and you might be wanting to MF him, and you're looking at him like and hate him, but you know he was looking out for your best interest, and he wanted for the future. And that's why Coach Kelly screwed that up. Tommy Moffitt did not want to leave LSU. He did not want to go to A&M, but he was so well thought of. Who brought him to LSU? Nick Saban. Don't we like Nick Saban? I mean, come on.
Connection with John Curtis.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. And so you look at Tommy Moffitt. No, he got to be like strutting around now. Look at the Aggies. I don't know. They have a chance to win a national championship, and look where LSU's at. But Tommy Moffitt wanted to stay there. Coach Kelly screwed that up. That's the number one. So they need somebody needs to write an article about that kind of stuff, because Tommy Moffitt did not get enough credit about what he meant to the LSU program, the stability when they were when they were playing for national championships. And look, Coach O was smart enough to know to keep Tommy
one of the
Moffitt
things,
around.
this is what Babette told me about Tommy Moffitt. He said, listen, he knew his stuff at the highest level, but he was my conduit. In essence, if a player was kind of dogging it a little bit, he would tell me, okay? And you have that relationship with that strength conditioning coach and the player, and then that strength and conditioning coach has that relationship with, if it was Coach O or Coach Miles or Nick Saban, to tell you, let me tell you about that guy, how hard of a worker.
And I'm going to tell you what, as a high school coach with Tommy Moffitt, if I was going to do something in my weight room, I could call Tommy and I said, look, I got 1,000 square feet. What can I? He would work it up for you. So that relationship with the high school coaches was immense.
Yeah.
No, I can tell you a lot of the players that train in the Tommy Moffitt LSU, now they still in touch with him.
Yeah.
You know, they talk and they say, what's going on?
Yeah, how many people standing up for Brian Kelly?
No, man, Brian.
How many have you heard?
Right.
Zero.
Look, when Harry used to be dogging it in the weight room at Vanderbilt, I used to go talk to Coach Mo and say, Coach, you got to light a fire in Harry's ass. He's dogging it over there.
He's being a little prima donna.
There you go.
All right,
we're going to be right back.
Thank you, Martin. Thank you, Coach Rob. We'll be back with more Sports on the Bayou.
Right after a short break, Stan Gravois in his Prep Football Roundup.
At Terrebonne General Health System, we believe that health is a journey best traveled together. As your dedicated partner in wellness for over 70 years, we are committed to providing comprehensive, compassionate care. From preventive services, primary and specialty care to advanced treatments, Terrebonne is French for good earth. And good health here on the good earth sounds just right. Together, we can achieve a healthier, happier future for you and your family. Discover more at tghealthsystem.com.
Since 1988, Quality Rental Tools has provided specialized products to the oil and gas industry. Our locations allow for quick service to both land and marine operations. At Quality Rental, our name represents our commitment to our customers. Our uncompromising principles help us remain a strong and vibrant member of the oil and gas industry. To order any of our products for offshore and land needs, call us today at 1-888-922-3449. Quality Rental Tools, our name says it all.
At South Louisiana Bank, we're great at banking, but we're great at a lot of other stuff too.
Is that a new rod and reel?
Hey, a girl's got a fish.
We care about the community we live in and the people we serve. We're not just like you. We are you.
Are you boiling crawfish?
No, just letting them soak.
We're proud to be here and work for the place and the people we love. South Louisiana Bank. It's in the name.
Sports on the Bayou is brought to you by St. Martin and Bork Attorneys at Law. Know your rights. Alford and Associates, protecting your business, benefiting your employees. And by Rouse's Markets, official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints. Now, back to Sports on the Bayou.
We're back here on Sports on the Bayou. Stan, I'm going to throw it to you. That guy there, man, you talk about one hell of a coach. This come from a Central Lafourche guy, talking about that solid. But you, man, you're doing a great job.
I appreciate it.
I don't know how to follow that up, man.
Yeah.
I'm very fortunate to have the head of South Lafourche here with us, B.J. Young. His team is 5-3 on the year. And here's the interesting thing, 3 losses, right? Man. Those losses come to teams that are 20-4 right now. 20-4. So obviously it's
you got good PowerPoints, Coach.
Good PowerPoints.
A few good ones, yeah, a few good ones.
Well, the big thing is, and people still sort of trying to grasp this, you do have to play in a Division I non-select bracket, right? Because South Lafourche competes in 4A football, but still has to go to the top division to play in the playoffs.
They should have kissed you, because they did the other thing to you.
Yeah.
Because with some of the
they got me.
Yeah, they got you.
I would say this too about BJ. He has never once complained about that. Every time we talk, it's his standard reply is, it is what it is. And this year, safely in, y'all are sitting at number 21. The only problem is you have Ellender and Lutcher left. I don't know how you gain PowerPoint rankings simply because you got to play on that 4A level. It's not like you could play a 5A team to finish it off, right?
Right. No, and you got a Ellender team who's got a bunch of athletes coming in on Thursday night. But if you do what you're supposed to do, you should be in it at the end. And Lutcher's Lutcher. They started a freshman quarterback, but he's kind of getting his footing. So, and you got to go there. So it'll be a tough one week 10. But we set ourselves up early in the year up to now to be able to get in if we do what we're supposed to do.
Very good. Again, you mentioned that you have Ellender this upcoming week. You talked about that ability. Does in any way, shape, or form Halloween, you're dealing with, 17, 18, 16, 15-year-old kids, and it's Halloween week. Worried about that in any sort of way?
I mean, like normal, homecoming's the same deal. It's senior night, so there's a bunch of festivities going on. So it's kind of the same battle every week, just kind of keeping the main thing. But we got a senior group who understands kind of the standard and expectations, and they handle the locker room well. So they've done a good job so far this week. It's only been Monday, but of keeping the main thing.
Have to mention this. You have a couple of guys here with you, and we're watching highlights, so I really want to mention this. One is your quarterback, Josh Mack, who is here. He's had a terrific year, throws the ball extremely well, as perfect timing. We see him throwing a touchdown to Terrence Petrie there. Talk about him and what he's meant to the team.
He's meant the world to the team. I was telling you earlier, he could finish his sentences for you, finish the play calls. We brought freshmen up, or 8th graders up in spring football a few years ago. So he actually started at McDonald 35 as an 8th grader. So he's been around a long time. He's done a good job. He played a little receiver his sophomore year and broke his collarbone. But he's kind of the backbone of what we do. It makes it a lot easier calling plays and doing those things when you trust him on the field and not make a bad play worse. And when it's there, he usually makes the play. So he's been phenomenal.
And I have to give this shout out. The winningest coach, percentage-wise, in the history of South Lafourche High School football is here tonight. Scott Santamo is here. My friend Scott Santamo. Scott's 1-0. And listen, that's sort of tongue-in-cheek. Scott is 1-0.
I got to ask a South Lafourche question. Come on, we got the coach here. I mean, because when I look, I know Coach O was there, talking team and all. So what do you do in this age of football when you can score points, but can we please stop somebody?
Yeah.
Defensive. Do you get kids? Some of them, okay, man, you got to go both ways. You're one of our better players. So how do you balance that? Come on, we got to play some defense.
Well, he came to a few games, and we're thankful that he comes around. He's always excited, and I apologize to him. I said, I'm sorry, man. He came to the Vanderbilt game, we fell short, but he was excited on how the kids competed and fought. But yeah, look, we got some kids that go both ways. Probably two linemen who are really good for us. One's got a preferred walk on the nickels, and Terrence Pete, who, in my opinion, is probably the best player in the district. He doesn't pass the eye test. When he walks in the door, you wouldn't believe it, but just super competitive, big heart, and he makes a lot of it right. So yeah, we do, but it's hard, man, you know. But we tell them back in the day they probably went both ways, so you gotta tough it out. So they do a good job with it.
Very good, very good. Listen, we wish you the best of luck against Ellender. And then to finish it off with Lutz, you're doing a great job there. 5-3 South Lafourche High School.
Yeah, thank you.
Got to take a break. We'll be back right after this timeout.
Don't fall asleep now, because when we come back, I'll give away an award to someone who's in the audience on my Stay to Play segment.
Selecting an insurance provider for your business is a big decision.
With over 26 years of experience, our offered team is your solution for quality and proven coverage.
The customer service you remember from years ago is what we pride our team on.
We know how important your company is to the community.
From small businesses to large businesses, Alford & Associates can manage your insurance. It's our job.
Alford & Associates, benefiting your employees and protecting your business.
Rouse's Markets is voted best grocery store in New Orleans, best grocery store in Baton Rouge, Mississippi, Gulf Coast, Thibodeau, Houma, Hammond, Lake Charles, Mobile, year after year. Thank you for choosing us best grocery store on the Gulf Coast. Number one.
Thank you. Thank you.
The number one grocery store
In Mississippi, Alabama,
Louisiana. 1 million customers a week can't be wrong. Welcome to Rouse's.
Sports on the Bayou is brought to you by Alford & Associates, protecting your business, benefiting your employees. Rouse's Markets, official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints. And St. Martin and Bourke Attorneys at Law. Know your rights. Now, back to more Sports on the Bayou.
We're back here on Sports on the Bayou. It's State of Play. Keith Wiseand sitting in with us along with Martin.
All right, so we're going to do 3 raffles today, all within the legal limit if you're a public official.
What?
So we're going to have a $50 gift card to Rouse's, and after that we're going to do 2 $50 cash awards. So who's feeling lucky? Well, I'm sorry we don't have that many tickets or winners, but we'll see what we got. All right, Keith.
All right, here we go. 0, 2, 8, 9, 6, 9. Hey, right in front.
All right, TG. You're going to feel bad winning that in front of all those guys right there?
No, not at all.
All right, good deal. Next is $50 cash.
$50.
Priscilla, you feeling lucky?
50, yeah.
All right, here we go.
Winning number 0, 2, 8, 9, 6, 4. That is staying with the same table.
Chin Gators.
Same table. Here we go.
And it's a South Lafourche day, Bobby.
Yeah, that's it. South Lafourche.
I'm not going to argue with you at all. You can have the money.
We're not even looking at your ticket.
If you want 100, let me know.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, here we go. Last one.
$50.
Another 50. See if I can read this one. Oh, it's brighter. I like it. 0, 2, 8, 9, 5, 3. 53. There we go.
All right. Lester bringing luck to the table. Wait a minute. Hold on. Because I love the mood of this crowd. We're going to do one more.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
We're going to do one more.
So, Lester, they hang with you winners.
Look, because all these naming sponsors are good to HTV, the least I can do is pull out another 50 out of here. All right.
There we go.
Here we go.
Martin always got an extra 50. I like it. 0, 2.
Not anymore.
He did. 0, 2, 8, 9, 7, 1.
Man, I got 7 on it. 6, 9, 7, 1.
9, 7, 1. Last 3 digits.
Yeah.
Hey.
Nikki, you won it? Who won it? Coach? Marlon, you won that? Come on up, Marlon.
Coach.
Put it back in? Oh, man, thank you. I appreciate that.
In his pocket or in
He's giving it back to raffle again.
Give anything back here. Take it and run.
You sure your son doesn't need any like food in the dorm at Nichols? He's good? All right. Here we go.
All right, Coach. Very nice. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
028919.
That's a new number.
19.
You don't have
919.
922.
Don't have that.
Coach!
Oh, all right, Coach.
Oh, Coach. It's a South Lafourche day, boy.
That's it.
Wait, Bobby, I think y'all rigged it like y'all did the Vanderbilt game.
Well, the thing is, we don't pay coaches enough, so this is in honor of Sports on the Bayou. So, yeah.
Jen Gator said, you will pick our table, right? Yes, sir?
Hell yeah. There we go.
Nice.
All right, we'll be back to finish it up here on Sports on the Bayou.
Coming up, a look at next week's game.
Edison Schwest Offshore is more than a fleet. We're an interconnected network of vessels, logistics hubs, and a fast-growing workforce of over 19,000 dedicated professionals across the globe. From the United States to Brazil and the Middle East to Southeast Asia, Schwest provides cutting-edge solutions to a worldwide community. And in the face of evolving demands across the industry, we are committed to operating as the best in the world.
If you're still fixing your car, that's real cute. Why don't you just drive a Honda? The most American-made gas-powered brand, reliable, safe, high quality, and built to last. There's no need to repair what doesn't break. Where reliability meets rebellion, that's the swagger and style of Honda. Because when your car is in the shop, ours is on the road. And remember, it's better at BarkerHonda.com.
Sports on the Bayou is brought to you by Rouse's Markets, official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints. Alford & Associates, protecting your business, benefiting your employees. And St. Martin and Bork Attorneys at Law. Know your rights. Now, back with more Sports on the Bayou.
Finishing up here on Sports on the Bayou, guys. LSU's off this weekend, then they play Alabama, but your thoughts, Saints, Rams. I got to go with the Rams, and I think they win big.
Well, I'm not going to stop now. I'm going to take the 13.5 points. And
keep picking the Saints, Bob. Keep picking them.
The Rams could have a convincing win, and the Saints still cover.
Okay, what happened last night with the Chiefs?
No, that didn't happen. The Chiefs. What was that?
Back. They're good.
That went, Mike, because Jane Daniels went playing. What it went from?
It went from 5.5 to 11.5,
so you think,
and they covered.
So you think take Washington the points, and the Chiefs smacked them.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It kind of gets people mad. We like to see something different. Don't the Chiefs look relevant? I mean,
they look really relevant again.
Man, the damn Chiefs,
We'll be back next week with another version of Sports on the Bayou.
We'll see you next week on Sports on the Bayou.